All right, coffee fans, get ready for a deep dive. Today we're taking a close look at the Breville Barista Express espresso machine.
You know, the one that promises you can go from beans to a delicious espresso in less than a minute?
Less than a minute. That's impressive. What's the secret sauce?
It's all about what Breville calls their four keys formula.
Intriguing.
Uh-huh.
Well, before we unlock the secrets of that formula, how about a quick reminder for our listeners?
Yeah. If you are loving this deep dive and you want to hear more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, and give us a like for good measure and share this with your fellow coffee lovers out there.
We appreciate your support.
Okay, back to the Breville Barista Express. Bean to cup in under a minute. How does it manage that?
Well, the heart of the operation is a built-in conical Burr grinder.
Okay, so we're talking about a serious grinder here, not just some blades spinning around.
Exactly. It's all about those consistently sized grounds for an even extraction. You get a smoother, more balanced flavor without any bitterness.
That makes sense. Uneven grinding can really mess up your espresso, but I'm guessing fresh grinding plays a role too, right?
You got it. That on-demand grinding means you're working with the freshest coffee possible for every single shot.
Freshly ground beans, that's a must for any coffee aficionado. But let's talk about the brewing process itself. The Breville boasts about optimal water pressure and precise espresso extraction. Can you demystify that for us?
Sure. It all starts with a low-pressure pre-infusion.
Pre-infusion.
Yeah, it's basically like a gentle pre-soak for the coffee grounds.
Oh, interesting. So it allows the water to really saturate the grounds before the real pressure kicks in for extraction.
You nailed it. And that pressure is super important. It's carefully controlled to ensure you get all those delicious flavors out of the beans without any of that nasty bitterness.
No bitterness, that's key. And what about this PID temperature control I keep hearing about?
That's another crucial piece of the puzzle. PID temperature control basically acts like a thermostat, making sure that the water stays at the ideal temperature throughout the whole process. Think of it like a barista's steady hand, maintaining perfect consistency from start to finish.
So no more scorched espresso.
Ah.
All right, I'm convinced on the espresso front, but what about those of us who crave something a little fancier? Can this machine handle more than just a basic shot?
Absolutely. It's got a steam wand that's ready to whip up some serious microfoam. You know, that silky smooth stuff you need for latte art.
Latte art, that's taking things to a whole new level. So cappuccinos, lattes, macchiatos, all within reach.
You got it. Sky's the limit with this machine.
Sounds like a dream for any aspiring home barista. You know me, though. I like to experiment. What about control? How much freedom does this machine give me to tweak things?
You're in for a treat. The Barista Express is all about control. It's got a grind size dial to fine-tune your grind for different roasts.
Okay, that's pretty standard, right?
Yeah, but there's more. You also have a manual override function. You can really play around with that extraction time.
Hold on, manual override. That sounds serious.
It is, but it's also super cool. Imagine you have a new type of bean, something you've never tried before, and you need to adjust the extraction time a little bit to get it just right.
To dial in the flavor.
Exactly. With manual override, you can really fine-tune everything. It's like having your own personal barista lab right on your countertop.
So basically, I'm the boss when it comes to my espresso. That brings us back to that four keys formula you mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of Breville's secret weapon for amazing espresso.
What's so special about it?
Well, it's all about controlling the four essential elements: the grind size, the dose, the water temperature, and the pressure. They've basically created a system that ensures you nail all four every single time.
So it's not just a machine. It's like a philosophy for perfect espresso.
You could say that.
I'm sold. Any other cool features we should know about before we wrap up?
Absolutely. You get a bunch of handy accessories like the razor dose trimming tool. That little guy makes sure you have the perfect amount of coffee in the portafilter for a consistent shot.
No more messy overfilling.
Nope. And you also get different filter baskets for single or double shots, depending on your mood.
Speaking of multiple shots, that bean hopper looks pretty spacious. You could make a whole party's worth of espresso with that thing.
You could. It has a really generous capacity for both beans and water. You don't have to constantly refill.
So whether you're flying solo or entertaining friends, the Breville Barista Express has got you covered. From bean to cup, it seems like you have everything you need to create the perfect espresso experience.
You got it.
And with those latte art tools, the possibilities are endless. I'm curious, what would you say your first latte art creation be? Something to think about.
Definitely.
All right, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the Breville Barista Express espresso machine. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share this with your fellow coffee lovers.
We appreciate you listening, and we'll catch you in the next deep dive.
Get your Breville Barista Express espresso machine today. Link is in the description below.